Good morning everyone. Now see, we are going to discuss one more problem. In this program, we are supposed to write algorithm in which we are entering two numbers and finding the quotient and remainder. And for finding the remainder, we are not supposed to use the modulus operator, right? So now for writing the algorithm for the same problem, see, start one is as usual, always the start. Then the next step, step 2, input two numbers a and b, right? Any variable instead of a and b you can use of your choice. Then in the step 3, if a is greater than b, then go to step 4, else go to step 6. So in the next step, what we are going to do? In the next step, we are going to find the largest and storing in a variable, in different variable, that is large here, right? In the next one, in the step 5, what we are doing? If the condition is true, then the transfer moves here, and in this the largest number we are storing in a variable large, and after that the smallest we are storing in a variable small. Then after go to step 8, that we will continue later. Now see, again step 3, if the condition is false, then we are moving directly to the step number 6. So on the next step, what we are doing? This time if the condition is false, then that means the large is b. So we are storing b into same variable large, right? Now in the step 7, in that case the smallest will be a, and the same we are storing in a variable small. In the next step, step 8, we are writing quotient equals to large upon small, large divided by small. So on this line we are simply finding the quotient and storing in a variable q, right? So q here we are using for finding the quotient. Now in the next step, step 9, for finding the remainder, the simple calculation I am showing you here, the largest number. So whatever largest number you have assumed, you can assume here. Suppose the two numbers you can assume 10 and 7. So 10 we are storing in a and 7 we are storing in b. So if this is true, in this case the condition is true, so large equals to 10 and the smallest will be your 7. So after that go to step 8. So directly we are coming here and we are doing this 10 upon 7. So 10 upon 7. So here we are supposed to find the quotient. That means we are trying to find the quotient. So in that case the whole number will be your quotient, that is 1 here. So 7 ones are 7, and for finding the remainder, the formula we are putting, the largest number is 10 minus quotient, that is 1, into smallest number, that is 7 here. So 10 minus 7 is coming 3. So this 3 we are storing in a variable r, that is your use for remainder. So we are in the next line, in the next step we are printing the quotient, and then after we are printing the remainder, and the last step will be what? As usual, step this is stop. So now one more time again I am going to explain this. Now please come to this part. Now so 10 and 7 we have assumed here in the first dry run. Now just take the opposite value. Suppose you have entered 7 and 10. So this condition becomes false. In this case the else will execute and directly you will move to the step 6. In the step 6, what you are doing? The 10 you are storing in large and 7 you are storing in small. So ultimately in these 4 lines what we are doing? In the variable large and small, ultimately we are storing the greatest number in large and the smallest in small. After that the step 8 we are executing in this large upon small. So from this part we are simply getting the quotient, and for finding the remainder without using the modulus operator, simple, this is a simple equation in which the largest number minus quotient into smallest. Then we are printing these two things. These two lines we can convert into the single line also, so that you can minimize the number of steps if you want, but better to write in the separate steps. Like step 10 is for printing quotient and step 11 is for printing remainder, and the last as usual stop. So this is the simple algorithm which I have shown you. I hope everybody has understood easily. So thank you everyone for today's class.